Hi, my name is Bill Ryan, and welcome to my world. I recently became aware of a strange phenomenon, whereas the trees are being poisoned. Now, we all know, or maybe we all don't know this, but the United States Air Force is pumping um, many different forms of toxins into the air that we breathe, and I haven't noticed as many birds as there used to be. So, in the past 10 years, and I've mentioned this to many people, where have the birds gone? What happened to them? 100 years ago, the skies would blacken for days as these birds would migrate. And today, there's hardly any birds. A gentleman created statues of birds that had become extinct. And he put these statues, maybe 4 feet high, black, that um, are of that bird and where the last one was ever seen. Um, a sad reflection of our society that we permit this to happen. So the next thing I came aware of are the trees. What's happening to the trees? And these chemicals that they're spraying in the air are killing the trees. So I've just recently become aware of that. And one of the ones that I'm looking at specifically is my very own tree here. And normally this grows about 4 feet a year. So these branches literally should have been down to this point right here. It's a very healthy tree, but this year it's dead. The tips of the tree are dead. There's no great growth of new life, and but it did somehow manage to recover. This one did the exact same thing. The leaves were very stunted and clustered together rather than having very long growth. This particular type grows just about 4 feet to 6 feet a year. It's a very fast growing tree. The other point that I wanted to add was this tree was heavily stunted by something. This is a very healthy tree, and something on the outer surface prevented new growth. But on the inside the tree, where it was protected with other leaves and things like that, it didn't have the same effect. And I'm talking about like this. You can see it tried to grow, but it's dead. Now, how does a healthy tree all the way around on the branches die, but on the inner part where it's protected from whatever fell, the spray that the Air Force is dumping all over the globe, whatever that it's killing the trees, only happened to the outer surface, not the inner surface of the tree. This particular plant grows anywhere from 3 to 4 feet a year. It's very fast growing, and it was extremely stunted at the beginning of the year. It was just twisted, gnarled leaves. But the same plant protected under this tree and its canopy pretty much did just fine. So it's telling you something in the environment is being dumped on these trees, on all plants. And the thing to remember is, I understand why they want to kill all the trees. They want to kill the trees because of the 5G. But what I didn't really realize is not only are they killing the trees so that the 5G can get through, they're also killing all the plants that grow food. So you can expect, in my opinion, a decrease in the amount of food being produced in this country, in this fake country. And we have always been known as the breadbasket of the world because we produce so much grain here. And if that grain is reduced by 50, 75%, you can expect food to go to just more than triple. So your major expense in the future, and I'm talking the next few years, is going to be food. And that's the way it is in third world countries. So they are creating this catastrophe. Agenda 21 is to starve us into the FEMA death camps. And that's how they're going to do it. They're poisoning not only the air, not only the plants, not only the trees, but the food that we eat will not be able to even grow. That's pretty devastating. So I really believe everybody needs to get ready for this, because this is going to be really bad. You need to start to store up food and have it ready. And I don't know how long this is going to be, how long this is going to last. But you need to have a lot of food. It has hardly grown a foot, maybe a foot and a half this year. Very stunted. This plant did the exact same thing. Very stunted, and then it started to recover. But it was basically just a fuzzy little sticks here. There wasn't the growth. And I've seen that with all of my plants. This one died. It's just the growth that is normal isn't there. And I know this is fall, so everything should look a little bit more thin as far as life goes. But you look at the top of that tree and you see the dead branches up there right at the tip. See those? That's not normal. In the background, we have dead trees. They weren't like that last year. You come over here, you look at this tree, you see the same thing. The tips, they're just very thin. Same thing across the street here. Same thing. See that tree over there? Same thing. The tips of the trees are dead. These are my, that's one of my berry trees, and it normally grows very fast. And it's full of leaves. And for the past, I'm going to say the past 2 years now, it's been stunted. And not as many berries. The berries are for the birds. And I've noticed that not as many birds come to feed on them as they used to. It's kind of a shame. But on those particular days when they are there, there'll be 50 birds in that tree just having a gay old time feasting on those berries. It's a wonderful sight. And so I try to plant things that'll help birds, because I love birds. I think they're beautiful. And they are a sign of the health of our planet. So maybe you're not aware of the canary in the coal mine. Back in the day when people had no testing equipment for the gases that were being produced by mining coal, they would literally take a bird with them in a small cage, and when it died, they knew there was poison in the air and they had to get out. Well, take a good look at this. The dead birds, there's no lizards, there's no bugs. We are killing this planet. We aren't. The United States Air Force is. And then the next thing that really concerns me, which I've just recently been made aware of, is that guy right there. That light burned out, and I had that one as a replacement. There's one there, and there's another one on a pole behind that tree right there. And these are, as I understand it, 5G lights. And they also produce, as I understand, I still have to do the research, a blue light, which is very damaging. Uh, there's a lot of technology in that light, and as I understand it, it's not good for our health. So I'm going to be doing some research into that, and I'll share that what I discover with you. So I don't want to keep this real long. I'm trying to keep these videos short. So I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it, and please leave your comments underneath if you have more knowledge of what on earth these people are doing with these lights now, and they're going in every city all around the world, and people are getting sick from it. And I find it personally very blinding to my eyes. It can't be a good thing. This is not good. So I'll do some more research, and that information I'll share with you. All right? Thank you for watching.